Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie, and we're coming to you with something new this time. Like I've been sitting on Twitter. A lot of people are trying to say that now I'm a Burrow hater. I don't know where that came from. And what I was doing earlier today was I was looking through film, and I was like, "What's going on with this AJ Green situation? Is it that he's lost a step? What's going on?" So I decided to come out with a new segment, and it won't just be AJ Green and maybe other players. I've never done a film breakdown on camera before because, I mean, not that I haven't had interest in it, but I was really worried about getting copyright strikes and stuff like that. So that's one of the main reasons that I didn't do it. But as you guys know, I played football in high school. I know how to watch film. We watch film after every game. I know what to look for from a wide receiver standpoint because I played wide receiver in terms of slot receiver for the Wyoming Cowboys in high school, and also played cornerback. So what this is going to be is we're going to go through this play by play because someone asked me to do this on Twitter, and we're going to look at why is AJ Green struggling. But before we do that, we got to get into the intro.
Second goal. Mix it out of the backfield. Has some daylight. Hurdles to the end zone. In for the score, and he took a lick from Miles Jack, but he hung on.
So we got this pulled up. We got every single play from NFL.com Game Pass on AJ Green. So we're just going to play all of them and see what happens. So obviously we know what this play is. This is what we saw this previous Sunday, and it's just way over his head. Like there was no way, like I've seen some people on Twitter say that there was some kind of way that he could have made a play on that ball. I didn't see it. I get the lack of effort after it, but this just didn't look like a ball that was catchable to me, like at all, like just looking at it. And obviously, most of that isn't even on Joe Burrow. They're blitzing guys right here straight up through, and he comes right through on Burrow, and he's got to just throw up a prayer. So that's not on Joe Burrow, really. That's really the offensive line off of that play, but that was not a catchable ball. So some people were saying he could have caught that and stuff like that. I just wasn't seeing it. So here it looks like we got a drop back. So he makes a short catch right there. That's not really anything that's going to be able to cause him to get any yards after the catch because it looks like it's just like a screen pass. Like he basically takes a hike. It's right there. And that's what this Zach Taylor offense really is predicated on is a lot of short passes and stuff like that. So, I mean, what was he really going to do right there with that play in terms of what he had? So let's take a look at this next play. Looks like he's lining up out here to the right. Looks like they're putting Gio in motion. Looks like Auden Tater's over here. So they got three receivers to the left stacked. They got AJ split out on the right. Yeah, he should have jumped 10 feet in the air. And so here's another one. He comes back, and then he gets separation there, and the ball is thrown badly. Like the ball is not even thrown in the vicinity. And I heard a lot of people, you see the frustration. He's smacking right there. A lot of people are saying that he struggled to get separation. Looks like I saw some separation there. I didn't really see where he was struggling with separation. Obviously, that was an ad-libbed thing, but it's not there for him to make a play on. So we'll see what's going on with this next play. Some more Jaguar stuff. Let's see. Looks like he is split out here, moves in a little bit. So it looks like, I don't know who that is on the line of scrimmage. Looks like Mike Thomas maybe. All right. So then Joe Burrow throws all the way over here, and it's out of bounds. It's out of bounds. And I think Jake Lisco talked about this on Twitter. If he throws it on point, it's an interception. And I understand that. He's right on that. But where was this a play where AJ could have made a play on it? Like it's a ball that was thrown out of bounds. Like there's no way he would have been able to come down with that inbounds. And this is what I was starting to see a lot of earlier. Like a lot of people got at me on Twitter like, yo, like you're just loving AJ. Like Luke just said, none of these balls have been catchable. Like when you guys see a ball that was like catchable, then let me know. He's in here in the slot right here. Let's see what he does. So he goes out here. I don't see a lack of explosion. All right, he's got a tight window. That's probably one that I thought like maybe he should have caught that, right? But then when you look at it on this angle, just take a look at it. All right, so let's try to slow it down a little bit. So it's coming out, and he's over here. It's kind of weird because it goes out of the frame, but look where he like ends at. It's like the ball is like right there near the out of bounds again. So it's like, from my perspective, that just didn't seem like it was a great ball either. Looks like some more frustration there. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. So it looks like AJ's out here to the right. Tyler Boyd is in the slot. Looks like they're in on the 30-yard line here. So look, he gets past the guy. Still over here. Ball is thrown back here. How is he going to catch that? Like, I can't make this up. I'm not trying to hate on Joe Burrow or anything. You guys know I love Burrow. And I don't understand why people are saying that I'm hating. Like, look at these passes. Now, that one, I don't know if he would have dove. Let's go back. Let's go back. Because the other angle made it look a lot worse. So, it still wasn't on point. Still wasn't on point. So let's keep going through here. And these are literally every single play that I guess he was involved in. So let's look. It looks like he's out here to the left, split to the left with the stack. Not sure who he's going against. Yeah, exactly. So I think this is a play. He actually had some good plays on here. So he comes across. They run him across the middle. It looks like on a drag route. He comes and catches the ball. That's not a play that he's going to score on. I mean, pretty typical stuff there. He's coming across there, makes the grab. And, of course, not being able to have much separation, and you're not really going to have that much separation on a drag route. That's pretty much as expected. So here we go. I think this was the game that I saw him catch the most passes in. But look at the routes. Like, all of them are like short routes. And I said that was a bad ball. Like, you shouldn't have to – like, all right, when I play wide receiver and you ran a slant like that, you shouldn't, like, the ball should just hit you in your hands. Like, when you run and you turn and you catch, it should just be there. You shouldn't have to leap on it. And so, like, AJ adjusted to this and went and made a catch here. So watch it right here. You see that? Let's go back. Let's see if we can. Hold on. Let's slow it down. So Joe drops back. Throws it a little down a little. Well, no, that was perfect. That was a perfect pass. But AJ just had to jump out and get it. So that was that one. Joe hasn't been terrible. I'm not going to say that Joe's terrible. He's definitely had some good games for sure. But this is specifically about everything that AJ Green has been thrown. And I'm not, picking certain plays. This is every single play. And I'm not going to try to make this about anything here. So, woof, AJ Green. That looks like AJ Green to me. That looks like a guy that has not fell off. Like, that was a nice post that he ran there. Is able to get his arms up and extend and make, an AJ Green kind of catch in between two defenders. Hell of a throw by Joe. That's why I'm saying, like, Joe isn't a bad quarterback. And by no means am I trying to say that. The reason that they are off is because they have not had time to actually play with each other. Here's AJ out here. So let's watch this play. Another inside slant, beats his man on the inside, makes a hell of a catch there. With that guy draped on him. That's Darius Slay, one of the top corners in the league, is on him. So let's see. Right there, boom. Joe fits it in a hell of a window. That was a great pass by Joe. Great pass, great catch. But with guys being so close to him, he had to fit it into that window and get it to him there. So now it looks like he's going to be out over here to the left. So I think that may be Darius Slay if he's 24. Beats him there. Probably. Now this one he probably should have caught. Let's take a look at it. Let's slow it down. And just so you guys know, Super Chat is for the guaranteed answers. I can't monetize this video, so I'm literally making nothing here, but I appreciate you guys sticking through this and watching it with me. So it looks like it's a play action fake there. Line appears to hold up. Looks like the end is coming right here. Jonas got him, though, and he's going to throw. Oh, look, hold on. I'm not sure. Let's look at this guy. I don't know if he deflected. It looks like this guy right here changes the trajectory of the ball. He gets his hand up right there. Oh, Darius Slay just came through and swapped it too. So watch this. This is crazy because, like, watching it at full speed, it appears like AJ just probably should have caught that ball. But look at this guy. He possibly gets a hand on it, and then Darius Slay swipes it. So it doesn't look like it actually ever hit AJ in the hands, if I'm not mistaken. Like, y'all let me know in the comments, does it look like this ball got hit on the way there. It looks to me like Darius Slay gets his hand out at the last second and is able to make a play on the ball. Like he grabs AJ there and then he swipes it away. So let's see. You guys let me know in the comments. I don't know. Like at first I thought AJ like just dropped it, but like that looked like it was deflected. And I'm not trying to be biased here. I'm just trying to go through every single play of every game and really like I had to look at this stuff myself. So we got AJ here in the slot. Bengals are 5 wide here. Looks like he gets somewhat of a pick, but it doesn't really work. Looks like the play just didn't work, and it's another short pass. So let's look at it from this angle. Let's slow it down. So AJ's right here, but there's another linebacker right here. So it looks like this was supposed to be a pick. He misses him, and he's just right there. So they were trying to run a pick to get, it looks like, Slay off of him. They couldn't do it. Like Bashir said, can't throw to a cover receiver. That's true. Looks like he couldn't get off of him right there. They tried to run the pick, didn't work. Obviously, we see the result of that. So this is moving on to the Browns game. It looks like he's out here to the left. Corner moves off of him a little bit. Probably is worried about him over the top. And that's where we're going. Out of bounds. Another pass play thrown out of bounds. Looked like he kind of beat his guy there in terms of that. But and let's look at it. Like this guy, now as a corner, and I know this, as a corner, you're going to move back if you feel like this guy has speed. So there's no way in hell as a corner, if you're sitting up here, that you feel comfortable doing this. Like when I play corner, you're worried about getting beat over the top. It doesn't look like there's any safety help here. So he's going to move back, and we kind of tend to do that before the ball is snapped. You move back about 4 or 5 yards as a corner doing that. So you're going to see this guy move back because what you're going to have to do is when you play the cornerback position, right, you're automatically at a disadvantage because you're running backwards. Somebody is running straight at you full speed. So what you have to do is move back like this, and you have to pull your arm around and turn around so that you can run with them. And that's what you have to do as a corner so that guys can't get past you and beat you deep, because if they beat you deep, it's over. So he moves back because he knows AJ is coming full speed. Like that doesn't look like a guy who's lost, his explosiveness, to me at least. So the ball is thrown out of bounds. It doesn't seem like he can actually make a play on that. Looks like he kind of got hurt on that play a little bit. Let's look at the other angle here. Somebody said, is John Ross dead? Oh, man. All right. Out of bounds. Not a pass that was in bounds. If it's thrown over here, he probably catches it. This guy definitely did catch up to him, but he dropped back like 10 yards. So, I mean, anybody that does that isn't going to really get beat there. See, here he's probably going to look to try to cover him a little bit. Looks like he's there. Ball again. Not a good thrown ball. I'm not making this up, people. I'm not trying to prove anything by this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this angle of it. Let's slow it down. Got Boyd in the slot. Looks like Mixon comes out right here. Offensive line holds up well. Joe has time in the pocket. Goes over his head. Just way too high. And all the way over here. They are not on the same page, people. They're not. They're not even in the same book right now. Let's look at it. We got another one coming here. So it looks like AJ is split out to the right over here. And that's just, it looks like that was a curl route. Makes the catch, but it was just a simple curl route. Line holds up. Guy is smothering him, though. Like, that's Denzel Ward. That's another top corner. And he's got help over the top. So technically that was really like a double team. Corners always need to have like help over the top for real. But here's Denzel Ward. He's jamming him at the line. So it must be bump and run. He doesn't jam him though. Looks like another, corners always celebrate that, but look at AJ, frustration. Another one that wasn't really thrown on point here. Let's take a look at the other angle. And this doesn't mean that Joe Burrow is bad. This just means that they don't have chemistry. They haven't played with each other enough to know and fill out each other in that department. And if you ever played receiver before, you know that you have to have some kind of chemistry with your quarterback. See? So you got to have that chemistry. You got to be able to know who's on the same page. You know, when I was in high school, we had a starting quarterback and we had a backup quarterback. I had a better connection with the backup quarterback because me and him were on the same page. He knew what I liked to do. He knew how I ran my routes. Whenever we played together, it was like night and day. Whenever I played with the starter and he had to throw me balls, it was totally different. And chemistry is important. Chemistry is very important. So we got AJ split out wide here, goes for the slant. He makes the play. That's typical. That's one of his, that's one of his ones that he's known for. And so he makes the play there. So just look at another angle of it. I'm not seeing a guy that's washed up, guys. I'm really not. I'm just seeing a quarterback and a wide receiver that just aren't on the same page. And that's all it really is. And hopefully they get it figured out. Hopefully they get more reps. I think like AJ has said, he needs more reps. So let's see. What are you guys thinking so far? Like, am I tripping? Like, is this the film don't lie? That's why I called this segment, Cut the Tape On. Let's see what is really going on. Look, Steele is almost able to make that play. That is a hell of a play there because he made an adjustment mid-route. Like, it looks like this is supposed to be thrown over the shoulder, and it looks like Ward tries to cut him off there, and so he elevates and pushes up. Like, that's not normal. The only thing is, old AJ Green would have made that catch. So I think with this being a game where he was rusty, this is a thing here. I'm sorry, I got caught up in the comments, but yeah, he probably should have caught that one for sure. But that was amazing that he even did that. Like, Denzel Ward didn't do anything special on that play. AJ Green just simply dropped the ball. But that was a hell of a like that looks like AJ Green. AJ Green back in the day makes that catch though. He's over here out to the left, open in the end zone. Not a good thrown ball. Come on, man. Like, look at this. He's over here to the left. We're going to slow it down. Pocket is clean. Burrow drops back to throw. He throws it out. Throws it to the corner. AJ has the corner on him. And he throws it to the defender gets it. Yeah. And so, like, that's why I put this together, because some people are out there saying AJ doesn't have it anymore and anything like that. You're just saying that because you had him interviewed on your channel. Just watch this, bro. Just cut the film on. So it looks like he's up there. That's a little bit of contact right there. Like, I don't know what the NFL rules are verbatim. You guys might have to ask someone on Twitter. It looked like he was going to try to jam him. He doesn't jam him off the line. He waits until Joe has already taken the snap. So this is a pretty smart thing that Denzel Ward is doing. I'm not sure how he got away with it. Maybe the NFL rules are that you can have contact within the first 5 yards, but he jams him, holds him up there, and that throws off everything, right? Because what Joe is looking for on this play is what should happen is AJ should come off the line, immediately cut in, and he should be catching it right there. And it looks like Denzel Ward knew that it was going to be a slant, waited to hit that time, and then when AJ turned to make that slant, he pushes him a little bit, and it throws the whole thing off. Like, that's a tight window that you kind of have to throw. It's supposed to be a very quick pass when you come off the line like that. So let's take a look at it. He comes off the line, but when he jams him, he's able to come. And that's just a great corner. Like, I have love for the cornerback position too. Like, I love offense more, but I have love for the corner position too, because I know how hard it is to play. So it looks like AJ right here is lined up on the right, probably in the slot here. He's going to come around, makes the play. He's wide open. It's AJ Green. Makes the play there. That looks like that was probably his longest like pass completion of the season. It looks like, and that's another thing he had to adjust. Really, this ball right here is supposed to be thrown and it's supposed to hit him in stride. But as you see, he has to jump up and go back. It's actually kind of behind him, but he still is able to get out there and make that adjustment to catch the ball. All right. I played that at the beginning, Funk. I played that at the beginning. So I think AJ is out here. This is an out, poorly thrown out. What's supposed to happen here, for those who play receiver before, when you run it out from a receiver's perspective, let's see how many yards it was. Looks like a basic 5-yard out, right? That's how it's supposed to be run. As soon as AJ turns his head, so when you run the 5-yard out, you run like that. As soon as you turn your head, the ball should be coming at you. The ball should be like you should be automatically expecting the ball to get to you. Now, obviously, I think Joe was smart enough to see that there was a corner there. So I think he tried to avoid the corner and he just said, let me just go ahead and throw this out of bounds, which is a smart play because it looks like, let me see what kind of coverage they were playing. Looks like a little bit of a cover 2 almost. So yeah, that was a smart play. That wasn't a play that should have been made. So that was a smart play by Joe there. That would have been intercepted for sure. Yep, smart play by both. So that's not really on AJ. It's not a play that's really on him. Let's keep going here. We're just gonna let this keep rocking. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I haven't been able to look at the comments because I've just been breaking down this film. But this is him over here to the left. He's gonna move in. That ball's thrown behind him. That ball's thrown behind him in double coverage. If it's thrown in front of him, he probably makes it. But when you're a receiver and you have to reach back from the way that you just came from, that's a difficult catch to make. So let's take a look at it. So it's thrown behind him, so he has to go back that way. Probably still should make that catch, though. Like, it's a difficult catch to make, especially with you having 2 guys and it being thrown behind you. But I still feel like there was a little percent of a chance for him to make that play, but I'm not mad at it. But if Joe throws this ball to his left, like that's a play right there. Like I don't think, like if he throws it like right here, I think AJ is able to make that pass, take the hit, get down. But when he throws it behind him and he's getting hit, it's hard to really come at him for that. But I'll give you that. Like, if you want to say he could have caught that one, then that's fine. Just from a receiver's perspective, I'm telling you what he's kind of dealing with. Like, anytime a quarterback throws a ball behind you, it's tough for a receiver to have to get out of that. Like, you're running a route, you're going this way. The first thing you're expecting is to catch it like this or like this and not like this. You feel me? So it's somewhat hard to kind of do that and adjust. But he's out here split out. It looks like he's just doubled. He's doubled there, and Joe just pretty much throws it away. He pretty much was doubled on that play. So let's take a look at it. I really want to bring that back again. So let's see. So it looks like he comes in here, which that was, I don't know what they saw schematically. That didn't look really smart because if you go back, safety's here. You got the corner here. Safety looked like he's looking over the top. Looks like he's still waiting, kind of playing the zone here. So you got this guy here. You got the safety over the top. And you can't go there, right? So they see that. Looks like Joe starts to scramble out here. And then he's like, just go deep. And AJ gets a little bit of separation, but the ball just isn't there. Let's see another angle on that. And this looks like they just had to ad-lib on that play because it just wasn't a good play with the defense that they were playing there. So, yeah, they see that. And it's just over them. It's past them. It's past them. So, I mean, this is the film. The film doesn't lie, people. This is not against Joe Burrow. This is not against any of that. This is not hate or anything. Here's 18 over here out to the right. Let's see. Ooh. Let's take another look at that one. Hold on. Let's back this up one and slow it down. Now, this looks like this probably should have been a touchdown here. Let's take a look. Offensive line holds up. Joe's got time in the pocket, makes the pass. Nice pass there. Fits it in the window. AJ gets one hand. Yeah, he probably should have caught that. That should have been a touchdown. I'll give him that. Like, AJ probably should have caught that for a touchdown. He got one hand on it. Like, if that's OBJ, he's probably going to one hand that one in. That one was on AJ. Like, he could have caught that one for a touchdown. And he looks like he knows it because he just sat there. He was like, man, that was a touchdown. So now we're into the Browns. I mean, not the Browns, but the Chargers game. He's out here split out to the right. First game back. Let's see what he's got. So it looks like it was a RPO option. Looks like he ran a little of an inside post there. And he's able to make the catch. Whew. Nice. Looks like AJ Green to me. So let's go on. We know what happens in this game, but we'll keep it going. And let me know in the comments, are you seeing this lack of explosion? Because I have not seen it. So this corner plays up on him. He makes a nice route move. This is AJ Green. This is AJ Green. He probably wished that he's probably frustrated there because it looks like what he wanted to do is get some yards after the catch. But the way that he had to adjust to it, it causes him to kind of fall. So he takes it, and then I don't know what happened on that second one, but he just kind of slips and falls. Hold on one second. My man Funk in the super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Who wins on Sunday, and does AJ get a TD? Man, I'd probably say I hope that it's the Bengals for sure, but it's going to be a tough one. And will AJ get a touchdown? We'll have to see how he's featured in this game. I'm not sure, but we will see. I hope so. I hope so people can stop talking about him. All right, so yeah, loses his foot in there. So are you guys seeing this? Like, I'm not trying to talk trash about anybody at all. I'm just calling it how it is. A lot of people are like, oh, you're just being biased. Like, that's not biased. That's another AJ Green catch. Another AJ Green catch. Like, Joe threw a hell of a pass on that play too. He fitted it into a tight window. Whoop. That's nice. Yeah, no problem, Rogue Ray 85. I got you. And so you got him out here to the right. I'm using Game Pass, so you have to have Game Pass and you have to have the coach's film. And it's I think it's $100 a year, something like that. So let's take a look at this play. So it looks like he gets a hand on him. AJ tries to get the hand off. Then he probably should be moving. And it looks like that's on AJ there because he probably should have concentrated on breaking off of him and getting separation. And it looks like he's looking for like a flag or something like that because it seems like he feels like that guy was holding on to him for too long. But AJ's just got to break off of that guy and just come out there and try to make that catch. But it looks like he's so caught up with the other guy that he doesn't come out there and try to get it. Let's look at another angle here on it. Let's slow it down. It's not going to show him. This angle isn't really good because it's not going to show him walking with the guy. But you can see he's still kind of concentrated on that guy there. See? He's like holding him. Oh, that's why. Because he was holding him. So it looks like he wanted the flag. So he's like, come on, ref. Like, dude was holding me. Like, what are you doing? And after that game, AJ was saying that they were holding him a lot. So that's interesting there. So then you got AJ out here to the right. Someone says, how long do you think it would take for them to connect? It's really up to them, man. Like, it's really about building chemistry. Chemistry isn't something that you just automatically like insert Joe Burrow, insert AJ Green. They just have chemistry. It doesn't work like that. When you look at what happened with Baker Mayfield last year with OBJ, and when you look at what happened with Jameis Winston and Deshaun Jackson, the reason that doesn't work is they have to get chemistry. That chemistry is built during the preseason, during training camp. You have to get reps. Like when I built chemistry with the quarterback that I told you guys about in high school, it's because we went out every single day during the summer and stuff like that and threw around with each other. So when you build that chemistry, you just know what guys are going to do. It's like you don't even have to think about it. You know where AJ likes his likes his balls, pause. And then like what he likes to do, what's good for him. And everyone is different. Like you got different receivers that can do different things and like things certain ways. So that's what it really comes down to. And because we had Corona, because we had him get hurt during the preseason, it's hard for them to develop that chemistry. So hopefully they can start to develop it through the season, but that's not really it's going to be terrible because when you look at what happened to OBJ his first year in Cleveland, they didn't have any chemistry. So it could take a whole season possibly. And unfortunately, he's only going to be here for one last season. But let's take a look back at this. Got some time here. Throws it to the outside. That was a decent play. Didn't get to see if he got any separation on that play, but it was a completed pass. Looks like right now here he's lined up in the right. So it's 5 wide look here from Joe Burrow. Looks like Joe's audibling into something else. Another play. AJ moves here. Cuts to the inside. Right there, we all know this play. Should have been a touchdown. Should have been a touchdown. He's right there. I don't see any slowness from him. I don't see any lack of explosiveness or anything like that people have been talking about. That's AJ Green running wide open for a touchdown. Does that look like he's not explosive to you? I'm just saying, bro. This is why we have to cut the film on. Now he's out here to the left. Let's take a look at what he's doing here. Looks like a little bit of an inside route. Makes the catch. Down. That's smart. Sit down so that they can't punch the ball out. He's got a linebacker on him. Smart play. Yes, sir. I'm talking to him. We talking. That man is not washed, bro. That man is not washed. But let's go. The weird thing is, like, some of these older games, it seems like he had better chemistry with them. I don't know what's going on. This first game looked pretty smooth. Goes out here. Looks like it's a fade route. All right, let's see, because that might be on AJ. It looks like this guy got into it. There's another guy over the top. So that's what you call a double team, people. When you got a safety over the top, that's not one-on-one. All right. So this guy's running to get there because he probably believes that this guy was beat. But this corner makes a great play on the ball, and it's hard for me to see. I can't really see if I can zoom in. No. I can't really see where this ball goes. All right. There's the ball dropping. Looks like it's between them. It looks like that's why the corner was able to make kind of a play. Looks like it was in between them by the corner. So call that what you want to do. Call that what you want. To me, that was another tough one to kind of make there. And then here, beats the guy right there, obviously wide open. No ball. No ball. Ball is not thrown in the right place. Ball is not thrown in the right place. Wide open right there. Has to adjust. Ball is thrown out of bounds. It's not on AJ, man. That's not on AJ. So let's take a look at it. And I guess people thought, like, I don't know how to break down film or any of that. The only reason I haven't is just because of the YouTube. I didn't want the copyright strikes, but I just won't be monetizing those videos. But I played football before. I know how to break down film. I do it myself. I look at it. Here we go. Out here with AJ to the right. Looks like it's going to be a fade. It actually is a turnaround. We all know this play. That was a hell of a, oh my God. That was a hell of a play, man. That was a hell of a play. We all know what this play is. But let's run it back in slow motion. Okay. So that's 2 touchdowns that you should have had already this season. I think we had another one. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Hell of a play for him to make. And that's it, people. That is it. So I really wanted to do this to let you guys know. Hey, appreciate that, King Shad. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the $10 donation. And thank you guys for listening. But that's why I wanted to do this, man. A lot of people were coming at me on Twitter saying that I was making excuses. I went in and I just looked at it myself and I was like, let me just tell it how it is. You guys know that. I don't have biases or anything like that. I just go in and I tell it how it is. Like, I'm going to give Joe Burrow his props. I'm going to give Zach Taylor. I bailed him out this week because I told you guys it was more so about Joe holding on to the ball. And y'all tried to tell me it was play calling. I'm like, no, bro. Rewatch the game. Like three turnovers that Joe Burrow had is because two were on him. I'd probably say the other one wasn't on him. The interception wasn't on him because that blitz was just in his face. He just threw it up. I'm not mad at that. But the 2 fumbles for holding on to the ball were vital. They were vital in that game. And you guys know that I've been critical about Zach as well, or this offensive line, or anybody. So for me, it's never going to be about wanting to criticize one particular person or having an agenda against anyone or wanting to protect someone. Like, I don't care. If I tell you guys that somebody is good and they suck, I'm going to tell you guys that they suck. I was wrong. I'm not going to tell you guys that just because this is a guy that I watched film on that was a favorite player of mine, that he's not the issue and they're just not using him the right way. Sometimes you're just wrong, bro. Sometimes you're just wrong. And I just didn't feel like after I looked down and went through every single play that I was looking at a guy that, is a guy that it's all on him. It's that he's fell off or anything like that. So that's why I wanted to do this. I wanted to literally go through every single play so you guys could see that they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page. So I think that that's what it is. I think that they just have to get chemistry back together. And I think if they can do that, they can definitely build on this. So this was the first film session that I did. I can do more. If you want, in the comments, you can recommend any guys that you want me to watch in particular. That's how I'll do it. We'll go with single individuals and we'll break down some of the film. My expertise, I'm going to tell you right now, I really played a lot of skill positions. So I played the wide receiver position, the corner position. Generally, that's where my eyes gravitate to. I can't tell you what a proper throw from a quarterback looks like because I never played the position. I know how it's supposed to look like from a receiver's perspective, but I can't tell you about 5 to 7 stop dropbacks and stuff like that. Like, I don't know the mechanics of the quarterback position because I didn't play it, but I did play corner, so I know what to do there. I did play wide receiver. I played linebacker for a little bit when I very first got in. I didn't play linebacker in high school because I was way too small for that. I played running back as well. Offensively, I know about the skill positions. When it comes to linemen and how they're supposed to block, I'm not your guy. Like, I can't tell you that technique, like how Willie Anderson is able to break it down, because I've never had to block for anybody outside of pass blocking in my life. Or, pass blocking, run blocking on the outside as a receiver. As you know, all you did is just kind of go out on guys like that. So not much of my expertise, but I will do the best that I can. I will talk about certain things. I do know about certain defenses, coverages, and stuff like that. I just haven't done it because of the YouTube rules, but I think we found a loophole here to be able to do this. So I appreciate you guys for all the super chats. I really appreciate that. Also, if you're just joining me, at 8 o'clock, I did a crossover with my man Kevin Bowen, who represents the Colts. It's a preview of the game. This guy is very informative in the Colts, and if you want to know what's going on, please be sure to check that video out as well. We're also still doing the Xbox Series X giveaway. I will be giving someone away a free Xbox. That's right, a free Xbox, the new one. So please be sure to follow me on Twitter at New Stripe City. I've got the instructions pinned on that. It primarily revolves around the Flick Chat app. And join the Flick Chat app because we got a good conversation going there. We're going to be going live on game days, and you're able to talk directly to me. You're able to see my immediate thoughts on the game. I know some of you guys usually follow me on Twitter for that, and I get a lot of popularity from that. But I'm doing this thing with Flick Chat, and it's a very cool application program. We got quizzes, we got polls, we got news. So if you want to get all of your Bengals information in one place and you want to talk to like fans that are in here, in this community that support me, and if you want to support me for sure, join the Flick Chat. We want to get that thing to pump, bro, because I feel like a lot of people discount how loyal the Bengals fans are, how excited we are, and that's a place for all of us to talk. That's why I love to read the comments in here, and I appreciate that you guys, support me so much and do what you can here. But that's another place that you can support me as well and talk directly to me. So if you're on Flick Chat, please be sure to check the description. I have a link for it in there. I might not have it in there right now, but it will be eventually for this video or in any of my other videos. You can find it as well. So this has been the Cut the Film on, or Cut the Tape on, the first segment. Let me know how you guys like this. It's something that I wanted to do. It's something that was kind of spur of the moment, but I like it. And I'd like to come back next week and break down some film on some other guys as well. But as usual, I will leave you guys with a who day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.
He gave his rookie-laden Bengals a high mark as they passed from the kindergarten of preseason to the first grade of regular league play. Cincinnati's best came in the first quarter, the first time they had the ball. Quarterback Dewey Warren and fullback Tom Smiley combined for Cincinnati's first pass completion.
Bengal founder Paul Brown fashioned this novel design, as new to the game today as the forward pass was a century ago.
Montana dragged down at the 31-yard line.
In 1996, the Bengals finished strong and finished right.
Touchdown!
Yes! You say what? We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We got a bow to Corey Dillon.
Bulldog from the 32 with Mixon in the backfield. It's Dalton out to Mixon. He's got some room.
It's Mixon diving up
We're gonna hammer home competition, preparation, and diligence in everything we do.
It's a new year, same old question. How do you stop 85?
They're looking down the field for the home run